Okay, hi. So I'll be presenting about my reflection on the learning journey of contemporary challenges class. Uh, so in this class, our lecturer is Mr. Yip. For me personally, I have learning from his class before for last semester, short semester. We know the style of his teaching and uh, we receive our very valuable outcome from the class that we took, the module we took last semester. So in this term, I also hope that I get to learn the same. So for the first week of the class, we are um, get into class, and for the first thing that most of us in the class already know Mr. Yip. So the first thing that we do is the ice breaking section for the class. So the first ice breaking section activity is to list out our name, our country where we're from, and why we signed up the TE program, and what's our expectation of this module, and also my expectation of the lecturer. After that, we also discuss about each of our answer to get to know more on our friends and our classmate, to what their ideal of learning and what the idea of teacher teaching would be. And for the first activities in the class, first week is nothing much. We learn about the basic of what we understanding on challenges of the business. So the first one is we have to pick up one of the industry and specify the business in the industry and list down 3 challenges and present in the class. So our business was food and beverage, steakhouse, and 3 challenges. The managing managing the people, human resource, and stocking. And for the second week, we in Mr. Yip class, he have sent us the learning material and more in details where what he expected our work to be, and we also touch on the first learning topic, which is financing. For finance, we learned that there are which how important it is to finance in entrepreneurship, where Mr. Yip also said of his entrepreneurial journey from his experience, which I feel like that's one of the most thing that I never miss a class in Mr. Yip class. uh, I come here to I feel like I learn everything in the class is more relatable when he actually share his experience towards in the business. There's a many more business story from his side, from what he have been experienced in his, and I feel like his visionary toward entrepreneurship is really real. I feel like it's a real life type of entrepreneurial teaching. So we learn source back to finance. We learn source of financing, financial management, and practice tool for entrepreneur, also communication tools. And we also get to get get to know more each other. And for third class, we did touch the topic of HR. In HR, in the class, Mr. Yip also, most of the class, Mr. Yip, uh, before start of every topic, he will give us activities where we have to learn by ourselves and find the information to do a presentation in the class, like a short activities to let us touch on the story first, or the topic, where we're able to learn by ourselves and see what we can understand from it, and then Mr. Yip will touch on later. I feel like this way of teaching is really effective. Me personally, I really like this way of teaching. And for HR, we learn about key HR function, challenges in HR, difference between small and large businesses of HR. Also the the key things that I remember until now is that the the story that he told us, the one of about his friends, HR person in the Aeon, where he never ever really touched on the receiving gift or any. He a really straightforward person and really honest to his job. I feel like this way of teaching it, that he gave us the real life example, we can really relate it to. And for the next class, we did learn about social enterprise. So as the same, the first activities that we do in the class is that we have to work in a pair and work out about a social enterprise company. So me and my friend Justin, the CSR company that we choose is the elephant helping touring business called the Elephant Nature Park that conducting in Chiang Mai. They create a new way of doing a balancing profitability and social impact as a tourism business, ethical concerning and perception management on how people should do this touring business, this tourism business in ethical way, for especially in animal treatments. And from that on, Mr. Yip also tell us how did the CSR business really work, and how they actually, how can we conduct, and what is the good way or the profitable way, not just doing in sake of CSR. We have to make sure that it's sustained too. And for the next class, we also did learn about the marketing. So as the first activities, we also did the same work in the group and try to think of a product and we presented it. So this is when me and my group feel like we really do some innovative stuff, like we think of the product like mirroring for the phone where back camera is better. So how if we can see the screen at the back, so we know what we are taking. So from that, we also learn about how important of marketing is, how should we really address the market. And for the class, Mr. Yip also mentioned about what's the real life example that he gives is marketing and financing are two stage of focus. At the start of business, we should focus marketing are the one of the most important thing, and for long term finance become really important, where he said that numbers are most important in doing business. We have to know all throughout what's the number in doing this business, profit, loss, we really have to calculate it out. And also most of we talk about is the assignment. For assignment, we really use the real life case scenario where we really touch on, like for the first assignment is about My Burger Lab, which I think all of us students are familiar with that business, and we can see what's the challenges in that business. So the assignment, it's really feel like touch on to us, where we know the business exactly and how we really actually address those challenges for those business. And for assignment 2, we also did one of the Malaysian company, Aerial baby food product, and challenges in expansion to abroad country. We also touch on what we have to choose from 3 of the countries, and this area one of the Mr. Yip friends brand. So we really know the insight, and we get to know how the business people really think of, as Ariel are working with baby distributor, and they try to spin off, which is really important to know that what is the room for your growth and what's your threat. So I feel like this class is really important and really insightful. I really appreciate this class.